How many of you would like to know more about President Vladimir Putin and his busy life? Well, this information will show you how he affected the world geographically.
Vladimir Putin was born October 7, 1952. He studied law at Leningrad State University.
After this, Putin served 15 years in the KGB, where he was the lieutenant colonel. After he retired, he was the first democratically elected mayor at St. Petersburg.
After his term as mayor in 1996 in St. Petersburg, he moved to Moscow, where he joined the presidential state as deputy in the Kremlin's chief administration.
In 1998, the president made Putin head of Federal Security Services and the secretary of the influential Security Council. In 1999, the Yeltsin prime minister at the time was looking for a successor and appointed Putin.
He launched a military operation against rebels in Chechnya. This gave him high approval ratings, and on December 31st, 1999, Stalin resigned and named Putin his successor.
Putin quickly took control of most of the Russian region and the Republic and divided them into 7 new federal districts, but the Republic of Chechnya fought back.
The war was very difficult on Russia because the region was very mountainous.
Chechnya invaded the Russian Republic of Dagestan, and Putin had the military bomb them continuously and end that side of the conflict quickly. Both sides suffered heavy casualties with both soldiers and civilians.
During the war, the Chechens took a movie theater full of people hostage and demanded a compromise, but Putin refused.
They pumped gas into the movie theater, knocking out everyone. Then the military came in and took care of the captors. The gas compound killed 133 people.
The Chechen are also said to have blown up an apartment building, killing 293 people. People think otherwise, but they have no hard evidence. In 2004, 34 Chechen rebels took a school of 1,100 people hostage for 3 days. They set a network of bombs and human shields. When the federal army stormed the school, 380 people died, but the Chechens were defeated.
In 2006, Batsvi, the leader of the Chechen rebellion, accidentally blew himself up.
This, along with the fact that Chechnya had a non-existent economy, no jobs, jihadists paying the youth to join them, and the power-hungry warlords that ran the country instead of their powerless parliaments, made it easy for the Russians to take control.
After that, in 2008, Putin stepped down and became prime minister. In 2013, Putin once again became president.
Later, in 2014, 100 Russian troops took control of the Crimean Peninsula. The peninsula and much of eastern Ukraine considers themselves Russian. And because of this, when Crimean politicians put separation from Ukraine up for a vote, 90% of Crimeans voted to leave.
After the separation war erupted in eastern Ukraine, the conflict was between pro-EU and pro-Russia. The pro-EU ones are for Ukraine staying independent from Russia and in joining NATO, and are backed by the Ukrainian military. The pro-Russians are for Ukraine becoming a Russian republic and are backed up by the Russian military.
The Russian military started taking over towns and villages all over eastern Ukraine. The Ukrainian army retaliated by destroying Russian convoys providing aid to the pro-Russian rebels.
But later, Ukraine signed a peace accord with the separatists in 2015, calling for a ceasefire and political settlement in the east. To further his control on Crimea, Putin plans to build a 12-mile bridge to Crimea. When it is built, it will be the largest bridge in all of Europe.
Putin stole Robert Kraft's Super Bowl ring. Putin is 5'7". Putin is a 5th Dan black belt in judo. He is the highest ranked 9th Dan in taekwondo and is an 8th Dan black belt in karate. He has an online comic series called Super Putin. Putin is said to be very good at hockey. Putin tracked polar bears to help rescue and preserve them.
Putin is an expert in the German language.
Putin has a wife who he married in 1983. Her name is Vladimir Putin, and they had 2 daughters.
Putin is a dog lover. He has 2 Bulgarian shepherds. They are named Buffy and Yum.
He has his face on a Time magazine cover. Putin had humble beginnings. He grew up in a communal apartment.
Putin is secretly believed to be the richest man in the world. They say he has between $30 to $70 billion. When he went diving in 2011, he discovered a Greek vase dating back to the 6th century BC. A couple of months later, the vases were found to be already discovered by archaeologists that placed the vases back into the Black Sea so that Putin could rediscover.
Vladimir Putin frees caged wildcats. He is a devout member of the Russian Orthodox Church. He is credited with saving a TV crew from a tiger attack, but later it was found to be staged.
He sang Blueberry Hill with the jazz orchestra and plays piano.
Vladimir Putin helped fight wildfires in 2010 by dumping water from an airplane he flew.